Hey guys. Hello, boogies, poogies, and besties. How have we been? It's been a while, and that's definitely been my fault. I'm not gonna sit on here and make excuses. Actually, I am gonna sit right here and make some excuses. So I actually did upload a video earlier this year. Like as soon as spring semester started, I uploaded a video and I took it down for personal reasons. Was very heartbroken to take it down because that thing was long and it took forever to edit. I didn't really have the brain capacity, time, brain cells, make and edit a whole nother video because I can get the footage. Okay, it's just editing it, and I'm incredibly involved on camp. We'll get into that in a second. I have a lot going on. Last semester I had a whole lot going on, so making YouTube videos was just really difficult for me. Psych, but I'm back and I'm a senior and I'm finna make the most of this. Okay, Pookie? Anybody is new here, hi, how are ya? You are now a Pookie, and a bestie, all wrapped in one. Let me introduce myself. I've changed a lot since my last video and I'm wobbling because you are sitting on my bed, so just to be transparent, period. But so sorry. Yes, I'm Hi. So my name's Tania. I am a rising senior, a graduating senior. Let me put that in there. Here at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. I am a psychology major with a minor in human services. And I am pretty involved on campus. I'm a campus ambassador, so I do like all the campus tours and stuff. I've been doing that since I was a freshman. I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Big Z Phi, Never the Little, which is a Black Greek letter organization. I'm part of the Divine Nine, or the National Panhellenic Council. I am in an honor society. I'm on the e-board, executive board for honor society for psychology students called Psych High. And then I'm also a part of the Student Government Association. I'm a director for them. And I'm also a part of the Student Activities Council, just a general body member for them. So yeah, can you just imagine? You can see why last semester was not like I wasn't in my YouTube girl era. Okay, back now, and I'm here to finish out my whole purpose in starting this YouTube in the first place. Obviously, I knew I was going to be in college forever, so I knew that the college content was going to have to stop at some point. But this is my last semester. I graduate early. I was originally supposed to graduate in May of 2024, but I'm graduating a semester early in December 2023. So this is my last semester at ODU. This is my last hurrah and my whole purpose in making this YouTube channel, and I feel like I fulfilled my purpose. A lot of students will come to like open houses and like admissions events for ODU and will come up to me and tell me that they've watched my videos or that they've seen my videos and it's really helped them get a better perspective of ODU, because there aren't many student perspective videos about my school on YouTube. So I feel like I've definitely fulfilled my purpose. Now I'm not done with it yet, and I will continue to make videos after I'm done with college, undergrad. But right now, let's stick to the program, okay? So you saw the title of the video, college advice. I have never done a video like this really because I feel like I'm horrible at giving advice because I'm an overthinker and I try to think about every little thing in every little situation. The reason I didn't make videos like this is because all humans are different. So like my advice might not apply to you, because I hate when like somebody tries to give you advice and like it just doesn't apply to you whatsoever because you're a completely different person. So you move different than other people, you know what I mean? So somebody be trying to put you on game and the game, that play doesn't work for your game because y'all in two different sports for real. So I feel like I don't want to ever give somebody advice and it doesn't help you. You know what I mean? But I feel like I've compiled, with the help of my close friends on Instagram, I've compiled some good information that I think will go for the masses, whether you go to ODU, whether you go to some other school in the country. I feel like this is good general advice for people coming into college. Welcome to Taneya's college advice. I'm gonna go get me some og, wa, h to the 2 to the o, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, bookies? Yes, get my Stanisha. Stay hydrated. Let's get it. So I got notes and all, y'all. Like my notability. Not too much, y'all. I got notes. Like I got notes. Okay. Start off this advice video. I think I'm an organizational girly, so I need a diagram. I need my phone for this. Oh, I'm recording on it. So what I have are the 4 circles of college. Okay, so these are the 4 spheres of college that I deem most important and can generally encompass all parts of the typical college student's life. So we have academic, extracurricular, social, and personal. So we're gonna get into each of those. Obviously, academic is all the regular stuff, what you came to college for, the classes, your study habits, doing great in school, this, and the third. Next, we have extracurricular, which is all about not. Don't confuse extracurricular with social. Extracurricular is all like the school sanctioned involvement that you do, whether you're in a club, whether you're in a Greek organization, stuff like that. Then we have social. Social is all the unsanctioned extracurricular activities, partying, friends, relationships, situationships, sneaky links, all that. And then we have personal, which is just you, yourself, and you. Me, myself, and I, but you. Me, myself, and I is all I got. We're going to start off with the most important one, the one you came to college for, the reason why you're here and the reason why you're trying to get out here in 4 years or maybe under, like me. I think the key to your academics and the key to enjoying college, period, while still having good grades to take home to your parents, is time management. I feel like everybody says this, but I cannot stress enough how important time management is. I think the best way to manage your time, I'm a visual girly. I need to be able to see. So I can't just tell myself, oh, like I have this going on this day and this going on this day. It's gonna leave the dome. As soon as someone tells me stuff, it goes right out my ear. I have to write it down. So I mean, if you got the big bucks or your parents have the big bucks, get you a little iPad. This is where I keep all of my notes. This is where I write down my ideas. I don't know why I'm manhandling this mic right now, but I'm gonna keep doing it. This is where I brain dump. Like I said, it holds my life in here. And so it's a really great tool. They have apps, like specific planner apps, like you can, on the app I use, Notability, they have like little templates of planners and stuff like that. I highly suggest getting some form of a planner. Obviously, no one's telling you to go out and get no iPad because you don't need no iPad. Go to TJ Maxx, go to Five Below, go to Ross. TJ Maxx, I know for sure, has cute ones. Go in the back. They got planners. They got some calendar planners. They have weekly planners. Some have both. Get you something to keep yourself organized and hold yourself accountable because you cannot rely on your brain all the time. Your brain's constantly working in overdrive, so don't make it do more work than it has to. I'm also going to show y'all my holy grail. This is my calendar. This is my holy grail. This is what keeps me going. So on the side, I have like everything I have to do for the week. I like being able to see stuff week by week, but obviously I have the whole month. So if somebody asks me, Tania, can you do something with me on the 21st? Like I can physically look at this and be like, yes or no. Do something to hold yourself accountable. Another thing, plan your week each week. I refresh that little week part on Sundays. So when I have a new week coming up, I rewrite everything out so I know what I have coming up that week. I need to know what to expect. I have anxiety. Planning in general, like when it comes to doing your homework, schedule a break. I think this is a bad thing. I don't know. I think this is something that if you told your therapist, they'd be like, what? But like when I'm doing homework or something, I'm like, oh well, when I'm done writing these notes or when I'm finished with this section, I can go eat. Or like when you're scheduling out what you're doing for your week, allot time for a break. Because if you're anything like me, you gotta run it up. We don't need no sleep. We don't need no sleep. But you do need sleep. And you need a break. And your brain needs a break. Or else you're gonna shut down. Create a routine for yourself. College can get really mundane and sometimes the routine can drag you down. But the routine is also what keeps you grounded. You heard what I said? That's a word. Obviously, you can change your routine if it's getting a little mundane, it's getting a little boring. When you establish a routine for yourself, you can really get in the flow of things. And when you get in that flow, things are a lot more productive. Read the class, not read the syllabus. Read your syllabus. But when I say read your class and know your limits, some classes require more effort than others. For instance, a lot of my online classes, these tests aren't proctored. Use your notes. Don't make stuff harder, but we all here to get this degree. Listen, baby, we all here to get this degree. Don't put more work on yourself than you need to, especially if you're as busy as I am. I'm not trying to sit around, take all these notes and do all this homework when it comes down to like taking a quiz, like half the time I can just look at my notes, look at the textbook, or if push comes to shove, look on good old Quizlet.com. So, with that being said, read the room, read your class, get the vibe. If gives an environment that you don't have to try too hard and you don't have to study too much, don't stress yourself out. And that's all I'm gonna say about that one, because I feel like my mom's like, "You be cheating." It's not cheating at all. I'm using my resources. Next,
Beware the group me's.
I have a whole story time on my page about how I almost got in trouble for cheating when I didn't even cheat. They can be incredibly helpful for knowing when stuff's due. Got a deadline coming up. Somebody might say in the chat, "Hey y'all, we got this assignment due on Friday." Da 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 da. But them group meets can get y'all caught up. Please be wary. Don't buy them textbooks. Don't buy them textbooks. There's very few exceptions to where you need to buy the textbook. But half the time, within the first week of class, you can read the room and figure out whether or not you need the textbook. And even if you do need the textbook, there's these handy dandy websites that give you free PDFs to most of your textbooks. The main website I use is called Library Genesis. They have different links because the website keeps getting shut down for obvious reasons. They're the ones that I get most of my textbooks through. But if you do have to buy the textbook, or it's not on Library Genesis and stuff like that, and you don't know somebody that already has the book and is willing to loan it to you, I suggest renting. Amazon has a rent option. They can send you like a physical copy for rent, or you can just buy it online for a short period of time. Please use all your resources before you buy that textbook, Bookie. It's not worth it. Use your resources. If you're struggling, do not sit in silence. I'm the type of girly that will sit in silence and will just like try to figure it out myself. But you don't need to do that. When it comes to academics at ODU, there's like a lot of really, or in many colleges, but especially on mine, there's a lot of resources for you to help you out. So like if you're struggling, it's really because you either don't know the resources or you're too lazy to use them. Because we have tutoring, there's office hours. Professors have office hours, which is basically a time where they're sitting in their offices waiting for students to come and ask some questions. I'm giving all my tour spiel. And even if you don't have anything to ask, like I'm the last person to say this because I've never used office hours for this reason, but it is very important and crucial. Even if you don't have no questions, go become the teacher's bestie, because that person could be the one to write your letter of recommendation for grad school, a job, scholarship, stuff like that. It's really good to be able to have those professional relationships to rely on. Great to be able to have somebody that can speak to your character. So I highly recommend. And then your classmates. Obviously, I said beware the group me, but like talk to them like in person. If it's an in-person class, obviously talk to them. If it's a online class, get their email from Canvas. Like use the group me if you need to, like build those relationships outside of like regular class time and class structure. And those people could like help you. Maybe they understand something that you don't understand, and you understand something that they don't understand, and boom, y'all can help each other out. And now y'all friends. Y'all can have little cute homework dates and stuff like that and help each other out. Like you never know. So use your resources. Don't sit in silence and have pain in silence. It's kind of ghetto. And lastly, for the academic front, don't skip class, because you won't go back. I promise you, you won't go back. Another one, don't sign up for no 8 a.m. I promise you, 8 a.m. in college and 8 a.m. in high school are two different 8 a.m.s. Look into my eyes, look into my ojos. Don't do it. Thank y'all. Alrighty, on to the next. We have extracurricular. So extracurricular, like I said, is basically like encompassing all your your school sanctioned activities. So what clubs you're in, stuff like that. First order of business, get involved. Stop acting like I'm gonna say this in the social I'm going to say this in the social section as well. Stop acting like you cool you do Stop acting like you're too cool to do anything. I beg. Like a lot of kids come here and don't get involved and don't do anything on campus and kind of just are here eating up all the food, taking up all the space at the parties, taking up all the space in the web, and y'all don't do nothing but go to class, eat, possibly get an STD, and sleep. Like listen, there's so much more to college, and it's really helpful when you get involved and you get these kinds of experiences. Like I'm telling y'all, there at my school alone, there's over 350 plus clubs, and you can still start your own if something doesn't float your boat. So get involved, go to the student org fair, look around, and don't turn your nose. Listen, don't turn your nose up to nothing you don't know nothing they fingers about. Okay? Woogie, woogie. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. You're blocking blessings, thinking you're too cool for school. Newsflash, you're not too cool for school. We all go to the same school. Not only is it good for networking, it's good for like building people skills. It's good for your resumes. You never know, like you might go to a job and be like, oh yeah, I was in such and such club when I was in high school, and they be like, me too. And it's just good for making friends. Like if you're struggling with making friends because you think you're too cool to do anything, or you're too cool to talk to people, clubs are like automatic friends. You're gonna find somebody in that club, the club, that's gonna like really float your boat, and y'all are gonna be besties for the resties, or at least besties for the semester. So please get involved. There's so much to do in college. There's so many different things to get involved in for you to not do anything. Like when people be telling me they're not in no clubs, they never had no job on campus. Like that counts too. Like getting involved, getting a job on campus, getting to that bread, whether it's work study or you're working to get some money, some extra money on the side. Do something. People that just go to class and go home scare me. And that's really all I had to say about extracurricular. Get involved and make sure that even if you end up like me and a lot of my friends and you're involved in like a lot of stuff all at once, make sure you're utilizing those time management skills that you use for your academics and plan out everything that you have going on, and never let your extracurriculars outweigh your academics. Academics always comes first, but it's always good to have some other things under your belt as well. Should I do ASMR, guys? No? You don't have to say no so fast. My favorite category, the most important category of college besides academics, social, the social circle of college. I cannot stress what I'm about to say enough. Do not take everything so seriously. I could go back in time and tell myself one thing from senior Tania to freshman Tania. Do not take stuff so serious. I'm a very passionate person. I stand 10 toes on my morals. Some may say I'm aggressive. I'm just extremely passionate about what I believe in, and I'm I'm sensitive. Like I'll be aggressive, but I'll be sensitive. Please tell me how that works, but actually don't tell me how it works because I don't care what you have to say. Obviously, no one is telling you to take disrespect. Nobody is telling you to let people walk all over you. But some stuff is simply not that serious. Like I've lost friends, and when you look back on it and I see how much it hurt me, it wasn't that serious. People come and go in your life. Not everybody is meant to be in your life all the time. Some people are here for a season. Some people are only supposed to be here for a point in your life, and then they go. You're young, you're hot, you're fun, you turn. Live your life and don't take stuff so serious. Like I said, beware the group means. Beware of them big freshman year friend groups. They're not gonna last. I hate to break it to you, and I don't want to be that one meanie weenie. Like when girls were posting on TikTok that they got that big friend group at orientation, and everybody in the comments was saying it was a canon event. It is a canon event. It has to happen to everybody. It's a rite of passage in college to get that big college friend group. It's going to dissipate. It's going to go from a circle to a triangle. It's going to go from a circle to just you, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You might be the problem. I'm not the judge of that. You might have been the problem. Nonetheless, it's gonna happen, and it's happened to everybody. People come and go. Not everybody is supposed to be in your life for the rest of your life. Going into like random stuff. Obviously, the big part of college parties. Yeah, be safe at these parties. Always go with a buddy. Do not be going to these parties by yourself. If you ain't got nobody to go to the party with, you're not going to the party. If you found somebody to go with, great. Stick together the whole time. Don't ever put a drink down. Like y'all know the gist. I know that. Don't put your people be roofing. Never put your drink down. If you put it down, forget it. Just get another one. Don't get so messed up that you can't find your way home. Don't ride a lime scooter drunk. I don't know. Like I said, don't get so drunk that you do stuff that's regrettable. Like don't be that girl that ends up on Barstool ODU or your school's Barstool account. Don't be that person. And this is attributed to my girl Sierra. Stay on your zone. Don't let the freedom overtake you. The freedom of college can be incredibly overwhelming. I don't think you guys understand. You won't understand it till you move in. Your parents are gone. It's just you and your roommate. Y'all are done setting up the room for the day. You will literally look at each other and be like,
okay, what do we do now?
it's a blessing and a curse. What you do with it is completely and utterly up to little old you, Bookie. I'm the type of person I gotta do all the bad stuff in order to realize that it's bad. But don't let it get too far. Always get your academics out the way before you even touch a party, before you even touch a move, before you even put on your story. What's the move? What's the motion? Where's the motion? Who got motion? Stop worrying about motion. Be still. Do that work. Do the work, flip them pages, write them notes, take that quiz, do that test, and then go and get turned. Don't ever tell yourself to do it when you get back, because you won't. You're gonna be drunk, feet gonna be hurting, body hurts, you're sweaty. You're gonna get in the shower. Get in the shower after a party. That's nasty if you don't. You're gonna go to sleep, and then the work's due the next day, and now you're looking dumb because it didn't get done. Always put your academics first. It's gonna be hard at times. You're gonna be like, oh, this, and this is going on. Do your homework. Get on your Zoom. Lock in before I tweak out. And lastly, not to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but don't get in a relationship. Don't try either. We're in a time and age for young adults where people do not commit
At all.
They don't ever have plans of committing. They may or may not share that information with you when y'all first start talking. No one's interested in being in a relationship. And part of me understands, like, we just here to be young, fly hot, and turn. Don't want to be held down. Rawr. But there are a lot of people in college that are trying to sell you a dream, that are trying to convince you that you're going to be something that you're not, to get something from you that they wouldn't originally get if they told you what they actually wanted. They want to touch you where you pee, Bookie. They want to touch you where you pee. Sneaky link culture, hookup culture is prevalent in our in Gen Z and in our environment anyway. But college is a breeding ground for hookup culture. You're not gonna find no man. And if you do, you want a cookie? I literally have a Chick-fil-A cookie in my bag. You want it? Applause to all the people that are college sweethearts. I love that for you. For the mass majority of us, me, relationships are not going to happen. Nobody's in college to commit, unfortunately, unless you go to BYU or Liberty. But regular, liberal, ghetto ratchet colleges like mine, yeah, Boogie, you're not going to get no man. Don't come into college with a relationship either. If you got to break up with your significant other, I suggest you do it now. Brace them for the worst, especially if y'all not going to the same college. Y'all do deserve some time to be young, to be hot, and to be turned. To listen to some sexy red in a party and be able to act a fool without feeling like your significant other is going to be mad at you for your behavior. Do what's best for you, but if you out here dreaming of a relationship, it ain't gonna happen. Nathaniel, it's just gonna happen. Bookie. Every Valentine's Day is gonna roll around all 4 years of college, and you're gonna be like, another one with no man. And lastly, but certainly not least, this is the most important part of everything, is you. This is your world. You were the one having to live in it. So the personal circle of college is important. College is a really big time for self-discovery and lots of changes. Embrace it. It's gonna feel scary, like you're changing, you're gonna evolve into a different person. I am not the same person I was when I was a freshman. I'm a completely different person, a completely different style, a completely different girl. I'm a woman. Okay, that's okay. Don't let anybody ever tell you change is a bad thing, or you changed up, or you did this, or you did that. Like, that's cool. College is supposed to change you for the better. Know when to stay in your bubble. Know your limits. Know when you need to be by yourself. College is a very around everybody all the time type of environment. Know when you need some time to yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. You'll really ruin your whole life comparing yourself to other people. I find I deal with it all the time. I compare myself to other like YouTubers my age. I compare myself to other like Instagram girlies my age, or I see what they look like and I see how they dress and I see what they're able to afford, and I see this and I see like what they're able to do, and I look down on myself. Stop comparing yourself to other people, period. Oh, somebody else got a better grade than you in a class, or somebody else got better drip than you. Do you. Or be selfish. Only worry about you. Don't be worrying about no one, they thingers, but you. That's all you need to worry about. That's all you can control. You can only control yourself. So why worry about anybody else? A word, honey. A word. Do you hear me? I think this was the general message of the personal section, but prioritize yourself always. Put yourself first. Think about what you want and what's best for you. Well, that pretty much covers it for me. If you guys are new, thank you so much for sitting through this whole video. Let me know if any of this was helpful. Thinking about all 4 years of college is really hard for me because I have the memory of a squirrel, but I tried to compile everything that I think was most important to know as somebody coming to college. And so I really do hope this was helpful. If you guys are a returner, thank you guys for sticking through it with me and coming back and watching my videos. If you're going to ODU because of my videos, I want to let you know that I deeply appreciate you. If you see me on campus, please speak, because I'm very, very friendly. I don't look friendly at all. I look like a raging bitch, but I'm really, really nice and I like giving hugs. So please talk to me. Thank you. I'll definitely be making more videos this semester. I would be doing as many vlogs as I can. Those are really hard for me. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, especially TikTok, because I'll be doing little mini vlogs on there. I have some vlogs on there from this past semester that I feel like are a great representation of what my life looked like last semester, since I didn't upload any videos on my YouTube channel for my junior year, really. I can't wait to make some content like that for YouTube, but for now, you can go check it out on TikTok. And I can't wait to get back active with you guys and wrap up my last semester of college ever with you guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye, Bookie. You see my hands? I'm gonna turn the video off now.
See what I mean? Gotta be faces, pink and green. Fuck on the naked, bust on the spleen. Cross on the car, 3K for the jeans. Feel like a punky, but trick on my sleeve. I'm cool on you, drunk, I don't want to flee.